to make more money. There's 7 habits, there's 7 steps, there's 7 things, there's 7 secrets. Well, there's a whole bunch of them more than that, but there are simple systems that you need to do in order to be successful. And the good news is we got hundreds and hundreds of hours of online classes. The bad news is we got hundreds of hours of online classes. So many of you, as you're getting started, you're going, where do I start? Well, it all begins with the simplicity that the 7 habits, the 7 steps has to fit on the back of an envelope. It's got to be so simple that you can do it on the back of an envelope. Number 2 is it has to be so simple that you can manage it on one piece of paper. It has to be so simple that you can manage your money, your cash flow, your budget, your goals, where you're going on one piece of paper. And then once you've got those 7 steps down, that flow, it's a funnel, it's a flow chart, wherever it's going to go. Then we just add more and more layers to it. And we go down into each of those 7 steps. Then we go really much deeper into each of those. But before we do that, I just want to give you a quick reminder of it. And then I'm going to show you where you're going to go to get all that. So again, remember that there are 7 habits and 7 steps of things that you need to do. Number 1 is you need to make more money. You got to figure out how to make more money. That's the key of everything that we're doing. That's number 1. Number 2 is you need to separate it. You need a system for it. Number 3 is you need to give and share. Number 3, it's right in there. Number 4 is to automatically invest. And then number 5 is to save and spend. Those are the first 5. And if you do these first 5, you can become financially independent. But we need to get you there faster, quicker. So we need to really add 2 more steps. Number 6 is another funnel. We need to add multiple streams of income. We need to add real estate, and we need to add business. Now up here, number 1, a lot of people have a job. Their spouse might have a job, which is great. But the problem is that the money that they're bringing in here, is that the money they bring in here is not enough to do all of this, because it's so hard. The governments of the world can't balance their budget, guys. They can't balance the budget. So what do? They just print more money. And that's terrible. The people who need the most help are the ones that are getting hurt the most. And so most people only spend all their time right here at number 5, and they're living paycheck to paycheck. Well, we got to figure out how to make more money. And then we need to be able to do this whole system. But that's number 6. Number 7 is the wealth formula. And we need to figure out how to take money. This is what your thing's going to look like when you're all done. Your money, your job, your real estate. You need to make money from each of these. And as you make extra money, you put that away into a separate account and let it grow. We're going to invest it. Times, have it go up in value. It's got to go up in value. You can't put your money in a savings account at 0% and expect it to do anything. Times time, that equals wealth. Now, if you want to be wealthy faster, you need to put more money in. Or you need to have it grow faster. Instead of 1%, you got to get 3%. Instead of 3%, you got to get 6 or 12%. By doing these 2 things, that will shorten the time. Your time doesn't take as long. Now, how are you going to get there, guys? You're going, okay, well, that's an interesting map. I get that. Well, number 1 is you got to study successful people. You need to study successful people, then do what they do. Number 2 is you need to solve problems. And it's just a challenge. Life's a game and games are fun. Problems are a game and games are fun. So let's go have some fun with it. You need to add value. Those are the 3 things that you need to do to make more money. You got to make more money. Now, when we talk about make more money, and here's the problem, guys. Here's the problem. The governments of the world can't balance their budget. You've heard of Donald Trump in the United States and how they just passed this big, beautiful bill. Well, here's the stinking reality of it. There's smart debt and there's stupid debt. There's smart debt and stupid debt. I made a fortune in real estate because we use smart debt, because other people paid it back. Stupid debt is when you're paying it back. Okay, everybody says, well, you need to have a home. Well, yeah, you probably need to have a home because versus that are renting, and you can go into debt to do that. But does it make you more money? Does the house go up in value? Do you get tax benefits? Yes, to both of those. You can do rental units, which I've done. You can flip properties, you can flip products, you can flip whatever it is to build up your cash. You've got to do all those things. But the problem is that the United States is borrowing more money to fund their growth. Some of it's borrowed money for good things, and some of it's just dumb things. It's stupid debt. And Donald Trump comes from a world of just make it bigger. And so that's why you're seeing inflation. And here's the simple piece of it, the supply and demand. Now, if there was 10 apples, there's 10 apples and there's $10. Each apple's worth $1. But if the government prints another $10, now there's $20 in circulation, and there's still only 10 apples. So every apple now costs $2. If you own a bunch of apples, great. You just doubled your money. If you have to go buy apples to feed your family, that's terrible, because now every apple's costing you more money. And this is how the governments get out of their problems, is they just print more money, which is a terrible way to do it. And not every government does it, but that's the way they do it here. And since most of the countries are following a lot of the stuff that happens to these other countries, I mean, they're all doing it. China, everybody's doing it. There are a few that don't. That's why we have to get you investing. That's why we got to get you investing. Now, where do you go? How do you learn how to do all this stuff? Well, basically, we've got to take you, and we've created it all here in the site, into the foundation itself. So when you come in here, you're going to see the 3 lines. If you're on your phone, this is what it's going to look like with those 3 lines right there. And when you click on it, it's going to come here and it's going to give you a menu. And a big shout out to Ethan and Josh and all the guys that have worked with us to build this thing. This has been a labor of love, because it's taken us years to build this. But there's the start of where you start. But really, you start right here with earn rewards. A lot of you are saying, where do I start? Well, just go, let's go earn some rewards. When you click on it, the first thing we want you to do is watch the 1-minute video. Then watch the Share the Wealth, which will give you an overview of what to do. Then we want you to share this with your family and friends. We want you to build a mini mastermind that you can work with. Your net worth is the average of the 10 people you hang out with. So let's go hang out with some people that are going in the same direction you are. And then there's the Money Made Easy stuff. We want to teach your kids and teens and young adults about money and success. And you can earn financial rewards, and the person enrolled, you can earn rewards. Then you get into the Make More Money with the 7 Habits, which is my material right here. And after you've gone through that, and again, we've got the same material for teachers and parents and schools and stuff. You can use all of it. We're a nonprofit. Then you get in here into the expanded steps. So once you've kind of figured out these steps here, then we're going to get you to the expanded steps. So you're going to click here, and again, you're going to go through the books. There's the books. There's the 7 steps. There's the courses. And that's really how you get started with that. But then you come back up here. Now, once you've got that figured out, we want you to come down here to earn rewards. We want you to go to the expanded steps. So what are the expanded steps? Okay, well, here they are right here. Number 1, habit number 1 is to make more money. Okay, I got to figure out how to make more money. Well, where am I going to do that? Well, you're going to come right here and say, watch and study habit number 1. And a big shout out to Josh for figuring this out. He and Ethan figured it out. Josh made this thing beautiful. So you click on that. Now, how do you make money? Well, you do it with your job, your small business, and you do it by studying successful people. So there are all these classes that you can take on how to make more money with your job. There's all these classes you can take on how to make more money with your small business. And then you need to study successful people. You need that motivation. So we want you to study successful people. And when you click on that, that will take you to all the classes that are here that you can go through to learn how to make more money. And again, you simply click on the link, go through the class, and then take the short quiz that fires the mechanism to know that you finished it. And then it'll record all your successes. and give you rewards. Okay. So that's the kind of the first one. Again, you go to rewards. Let's go down to the 7 habits right here, the expanded ones. And then you come down here. Well, what's habit number 2? Well, how do you manage your money on one piece of paper? Well, you got to be able to separate it. And how do you do that? Well, here's the systems right there. You just click on it and do those. Number 3, give and share. How do you do that? How do you automatically invest? Okay, this is a biggie right here. So this is the simplicity of investing. Everybody's made it so hard. We're going to make it simple. Simple. Simplify and multiply. Number 5 is to save and spend. And then here's another biggie for you guys. Most of you need to make more money. You just got to make more money. It's too expensive to live where you're at, and it's hard to get money and to get ahead. So we've got to get some of that money into number 4 and number 6. And you can do that with real estate, and you can do that with businesses. And there's all kinds of wonderful classes that you can do right there. So all of you need to have some real estate. Sometime in your world, you got to have real estate. You got to have the mindset of multiple streams of income. How do you create streams of income that will take care of you? Real estate. What are the 5 F's of real estate? And they're the same 5 F's for business. And we want to turn our small business into a large business. That's where you're going to go to get through all this material. So really, the key then, guys, is that there's the 7 simple steps. And if you'll simply go to the system and start going through these classes, then that will give you so much more data of what you need to go make it work. Now, what's the next thing after that? Well, you got to come here and you got to start working on your systems right here. And so when you come here, you can come here and look at the leaderboards. For example, let's see the courses. Let's see where we put it. 7 steps. I think we put that into your leaderboard, right? Let's see if we can find it. Okay, we're going to come over here and log in. Let's make sure that I can log in all right. Give me a second, it's pulling up. All right, perfect. There we go. Okay, so here we are. Once you come here, you're going to log in. And one of the things I want you to do here is I want you to come down here to your name, number 7. And down here is my 7 steps. What are my 7 steps I'm doing? What are the 7 steps you're doing? They're all right here, which are the ones we're doing. And you'll simply click on that, and you'll come down here and you just click on those 7 I'm doing. I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. What are the 7 steps I'm doing now? Some of you are going, well, that's pretty simple. What's next after that? Well, I'm going to take you to the detailed ones. So you come back to your name, and then you're going to see my 7 steps detailed checklist. Some of you are going, well, I don't know what to do next. Well, here it is right here. So we come down here and click on the bigger one, and there's about 100 to 110, 120 smaller steps. And so each of these, when you got it done, you just come, I created a clean board, boom, completed. Ding, got it. What am I doing here? How am I doing these other 5 steps? Making more money. How do I do this? Did I do an interview? Did I learn a new skill? Did I ask for a promotion? Yeah, I asked for a promotion. I don't care if you get it or not. I just want you to know that you asked for it. And you can always get your spouse to get a better job. Make more money with your small business. Here are the things that you could do to make that happen. So there's always plenty of things that you can do, including courage and action. Hey, I opened up a separate bank account for our system. Boom, you did it. I made my first sale. I made a sales call. I don't care if it worked or not. I just care that you did it. I asked for some referrals. And all these go into great detail. So I filled out your money tracker, and I started automating my bills, and I started automating moving money into my investment account. I automated where I wanted it to go. Now you can do it step by step and do it manually, but I love to make decisions once and then automatically have it happen so I can go concentrate on other things. So that's the second thing that you're going to do. Now, the other thing that people are saying, well, where am I and how far have I got? Well, you come back here to your name, you come down here to rewards and completed classes. Okay, so let me show you again where you go to get that. We're going to come back here to the login to your name. And then we're going to go down to 7.2, my rewards and completed classes. You click on that. And it's going to show you, well, of the 121 courses, how many you've completed. This shows you how much you've got in Buffett bucks as well as quick cash. So I've got some Buffett bucks I've earned and some quick cash. You usually earn Buffett bucks when you go to the online classes. You can earn quick cash when you come to live classes like this class. And there's your referrals. You want to refer other people, you can earn money that way when you help them along the road. Then you come down here, it says completed classes and rewards. Okay, well, here it is right here. And this will show you all the classes that you've actually done. So anytime that you logged in, anytime that you did a class, it will keep track of all that for you. So you can see how you earned all your rewards. And then when you're ready to redeem your Buffett bucks, you simply click on redeem, and it will take you through a step-by-step of how you do that. All right. So that's kind of the key there. The big takeaway from me, though, is a lot of you guys are saying, well, where do I go? How do I get to that next level? We'll start here. Earn rewards. Boom. It's right there. Start there. After you've kind of gone through that, then you can come down here to the other courses, and we go into more detail. You want to study successful people. Well, who do you want to study? Well, I love Robert Allen. I was in his class yesterday. Yes, I'm 66 years old and I'm still going to class. And so here's all my material. Here's Robert Allen's material. There's Casey Baugh's material. There's Warren Buffett material, Mark Victor Hansen material, Mark Harrelson material. And so if you just want to go through and study those guys, this is where you're going to find them. In addition to that, you're going to come here to our courses and downloads, free books. Here's all the books that I've written here. There's free books here. And you can go online and read them for free. Or if you want a printed copy, you can get that printed copy for our cost on it. You can purchase this on Amazon right now. And Amazon's got a new thing worldwide that they've got it. So it's, I believe, $10 to ship any book anywhere in the world, which I think is just amazing. You can download it and read it, or you can get a printed copy. I like printed copies. And then, of course, this is the first one's the simple habits. What are the simplest things that we can teach you? And then after that, we add more and more. We just add more layers to it. And then we add more layers to it. Okay. Then we just add more and more layers. There's all these wonderful books that people let us use to be able to help other people out. Okay. So that's kind of the system that we've got here. Then how are you doing? How am I doing? Well, how am I doing? How are my peeps doing? So if you come here to the top enroller here, on the leaderboards, you can click on that. You can come down and find your name on here. So let's go look at Johnson. He's enrolled 1,300 people. He clicks on it, and there's all the people he's enrolled and how many hours they've done. What have they done in the last 30 days? Boom, look at that. What have they done in the last 7 days? Look at that. What have they done in the last 24 hours? I mean, this thing's incredible of what this thing can do. Now, once you enroll somebody, your job is to be their cheerleader. So we come back here to earn rewards, make money by sharing your link or your QR code. You can click on that. You can click on it down here, which is the second one we've got here, make money when your friends watch online videos. So you simply click right there, and this is your link right there. Boom. Copy this. I mean, I was at an appointment yesterday talking to this young guy who was helping me with my CPAP machine. And I signed him up. He asked me what I did. I said, well, I work with a nonprofit educational foundation. We teach kids, teens, young adults, and adults about success and money because you didn't learn those classes, didn't take those classes in school. And he goes, yep, you're right. And I says, would you like access to all these wonderful classes? They're all free. Yeah, I would. And I just simply copied, I have this link right here just in my contacts. I copied it and I texted it to him, and he filled it out right there on the spot. If you're on your phone, you can click here and you can text it to a friend. You can actually, there's my QR code. Here's your personal QR code. This is another genius thing that Ethan created. Just take a snapshot of that. That's your QR code, and you can show people that as well. Okay. So that's kind of the system we've got, guys. This is what you need in order to get there. Life's a journey. Life's a game. Games are fun. Let's go play the game and have some fun. That's kind of what we're after. You are a spiritual being having an earthly experience, and your family and friends. The one thing I know for sure, as I've traveled all over the world, there's some things that I finally figured out. Number one is that parents want their children to have a better life. Parents want their children to have a better life. I've seen it everywhere I go. And 99.999% of the people are that way. There's that one crazy person that social media or somebody else is making an example of that's a bad guy. Well, guess what? They're very far between. We look at them because it's a train wreck and you want to see a train wreck. Everybody like, oh, that's interesting. No, 99.9999% of the people are doing things right and they're just trying to help their family and friends have a better life. And we can help you. I don't care where you are. I just want to help you move up a notch. I don't care where you're at. I just want you to move up a notch, move up a notch, move up a notch. So that's the KISS. That's our system. You're on the right track. You've got the map. You're on the journey. Enjoy the journey. The journey's funner than the destination. So I mean, I'm 66 and I've already got to my destination, and I wish I could go back and do the journey again because the journey was fun. Life's the game, and games are fun. Thanks.